right. Y'all already know what time it is, right? If you don't know, kick the promo banner. Welcome. I know y'all just got your notification. Hit the like button coming through the door. We got to talk about this right now. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Shouts out to Welcome to HDTV. What's up? Armando Black TV. See y'all. What's up, Mac Mizzle? Now, Ye is back doing what I knew he would do. But I want y'all to listen to what he's talking about.
Let me explain really clear to you guys what's happening with Adidas. Is not only are they putting out fake colorways that are non-approved, they're suing me for $250 million, and they're also not paying me for these shoes that they're putting out that have my name on it. And they're using contract clauses and 50 years of business experience to rape an artist, one of y'all favorite artists, right in front of y'all in broad daylight.
Now, here he is saying, anyone who loves Ye would not buy these fake Yeezys. I never made these colorways. I'm not getting paid off of them. And Adidas is suing me. All these celebrities and the public will stand against the t-shirts or the colors of my hat. But when y'all see me have my children hidden from me, or see an actual Fortune 500 company R-rate one of your one of your favorite heroes in real life, don't nobody say nothing or do nothing. As far as the system goes, what y'all gonna do now? Take my album down again, freeze my accounts again, threaten people not to work with me again? All the new non-approved 350s are corny, and everybody know the 350s been corny. Now, Kanye West has once again did something that's monumentally insane. One, they're using contracts in the clause. You are detrimental to the brand. You have done things to sabotage the company and sabotage the agreement. Those things that are in those contracts are in a lot of people's contracts, Kanye West. They're in a lot of people's contracts. They're not just in Kanye West contracts. They're in everyone's contracts. Those are the fine prints. These are things that your lawyers have told you about. Many people have told you about. You don't listen to anybody. That's why you're in the predicament. You think you can go out and say whatever you want about these companies and things like, it's my brand, it's my brand. No, it's their brand. They own it. You see, they're going to use basic tactics with you. You're going to go out and sabotage the shoe company and the brand while you're in a $250 million breach of contract lawsuit. You breached the agreement. Then when you guys came to an agreement on selling the remaining Yeezy pairs of shoes and all of the things, you breached that. Now you have to go to court over this $250 million lawsuit. You didn't do what you were supposed to do, X, Y, and Z. You went out and tried to tarnish the brand. You were not supposed to do that. So now you're in this lawsuit, and here you are again, tarnishing Adidas, and now you're doing these 350s. So they're selling these shoes that got your name on it. And now, not only that, they're going to freeze, they're going to come up with a reason not to pay you for it. And now you are in a jam because you need the money. You're jammed up. And now, because you're jammed up, here comes all the people that didn't like you right back at you. Oh, it's real simple. See, it's real simple till it's not. Kanye West made all of this complicated because he's dumb. He's a genius, but he's dumb. He's one of the smartest, dumbest geniuses you ever seen. He saved Adidas, right? They sabotaging the video. I know that. I'm seeing the numbers right now. They don't want this video to go out. You see what I'm saying? Now, the main problem is everyone wants to have an scapegoat. They want to have somebody that, all right, that's what's up. They want to have an escape clause. They want to have that guy that they can go to and basically say, oh, okay, this is what it is. Mm-hmm. You say 36 billion. Of course it's dirty. It doesn't even make any sense. I didn't even know he had a new album out. You see, but Kanye's doing what he always do. He goes and gets in trouble, and he gets himself into the wall, paints himself into a corner, and what does he do? He turns around and starts looking at the brothers to bail him out. Now he's looking to blame everybody else. You see? And Daniel Cherry, who they went to, the new Negro, who came in and helped Kanye West get screwed over. And that's what he's talking about. That's what he's looking at right now. That's what it's looking like. You see? That's the guy right there Kanye he's going to war with. The new general manager. They brought in another black dude in. They brought in the brother man. And now they got two black men fighting each other while Adidas is getting the money. All this guy knows how to do is come in and bootleg. So what they were going to do is bootleg Yeezys. They had their contract with Kanye, and Adidas said, we're going to make our own knockoffs of our own company. But Kanye didn't know how to protect his brand and licenses. That's like Nike making rip-off Jordans and selling them. And he don't get any of the profits. Anybody would be upset. But he put himself in that situation. Oh, yeah, Kanye did that. And he got no one else to blame. Exactly. But this is what is his fault. Look at that. Kanye West. What does it say? I'll blow it up for y'all so y'all can see it. Kanye West gave Kim Kardashian West $1 million check and a percentage of Yeezy for Mother's Day. So that was the beginning of his end. Yep. Now, start putting these things together. Start adding this up. That was 2018. He gave her a percentage of Yeezy. So now she's part owner. She can make decisions. Kanye West helped develop the Skims with Kim Kardashian. They bought Kanye West out of the company because he allowed them to do that. If they take on a partner and get enough, they could buy out his percentages. His shares would be basically dissolved to nothing. It says he could be in a category. It says he could be in the category of if anybody comes in and gets new shares of the company, if they go and they, scale this thing correctly and they take on new investors in the company, people percentages will have to, disintegrate. And sure enough, they did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Skims company. Kanye had ownership of that. He the one set it up. But they had to get, she had all these deals in place for Skims. But they had to get rid of Kanye West in order for them to happen. The NBA wouldn't do with anything to do with her. They wouldn't would deal with Kim Kardashian until she got rid of Kanye West. Kanye had to get off the company in order for them to do business. Now, soon as he gets out of the company, Skims, and they buy him out, and he got Skims, but she still has stock in Yeezy. She didn't say, I'm finna get out of Yeezy completely. He had to torpedo Yeezy. You see what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. He did all of this to himself. He did all of this to himself. Self-destructive. Kanye had this whole industry by the balls. He didn't need Jay-Z. He didn't need Beyonce. He didn't need anybody. He had them by the balls. And he destroyed it all because of his ego and his sickness. Along with that genius, and he is a genius, he's sick. And because he's sick, he sat there and is so enamored with those other people that he don't care about his own people. He claimed he do, but it's always when he in trouble or his back against the wall. He go back to the brothers and start all that. How y'all gonna let them do this to me? I'm one of y'all favorite artists. Then when everybody go and support him, he go right back to them. He go running right back over there to them. You keep running to the other side, then come over there complaining about the other side, coming back to us complaining about them. And then we come over there and support him, all his dumb stuff, and then he go run right back over there. You get rid of Kim Kardashian to go grab another Kim Kardashian. Come on, man. Make it make sense. How many times are y'all gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe? When his mom died, he lost his mind. He got kids he can't even see, can't have no control, no discipline, no nothing. You got no say so on how your kids are raised, their education, their food, nothing. What kind of father is that? No, he got him messed up. Celebrity got him messed up. Fame got him messed up. It's the sickness, his ego, all of it. He's so enamored by everything else that he would cut off anybody that helped him get to where he was. And he was like that since college dropout. It's just that people didn't know it yet. When they were making his videos here in the city for his first album, all his videos and stuff is being shot and done out here, and then He did the Hype Williams video, and he ain't liked how they did it. But he cut off the brothers who was helping him out. All the people that helped make his first album a hit, where he sold over 10 million records, off of the strength of the city. Oh, it's the most creative album. Why? Because it came from the city. All the people that wrote for that album was from this city. That's why it was so dope. That's why the album came out the way it did. Everything on there is Midwest. They still play that Omega Step, Kappa Step. You know, all the fraternities. Midwest is deep with that fraternity stuff. That's all that. That's what college is about. Frats, all that craziness. You know, they do that. There ain't no rappers rapping about frats and fraternities. Now, all right, you always gonna see people come up and down the pipe. They always gonna say things that don't resonate with the people that it needs to resonate with. You're gonna always see people and put in a position that it don't need to be. And for some reason, it's like you dealing with psychos. And when you're dealing with psychos, you're dealing with a situation where all of these people that's in the game right now, they don't understand what's coming next. I don't know what you talking about, this Kanye West guy. No, he's artistic. He's not autistic. He's artistic. Kanye West went to an art school. Okay, he grew up over there. He went to a fashion school. Like they went to a. His mom was working at Chicago State when I was there. I never had her class, but she was at the school. I seen Kanye West up there. He used to wear K Swiss with the jeans, and he used to hang out with the little frat boys, and they used to have a little R&B, boys to men like look. Yeah, Kanye, he was Kanye to the back then, and everybody used to call him Kane, misspell his name on the little flyers, and they used to freestyle rap right in the MLK building in Chicago State. So I used to see them all the time. Gangsta's Paradise was out, and they was rapping to that beat, sped up. It was a sped up beat of Gangsta's Paradise. First time I ever heard Kanye West rapping was to that beat. It was a speed up beat of Gangsta's Paradise, the old Stevie Wonder track. Now, Kanye was hanging around all those dudes. Another dude in there was named Bump. He was making the beats at that time, and he was serious with it. And they had all the rappers used to come up there and perform. And what was that? Lords of the Underground was up there. Here come the Lords. Here come the Lords. Here come the Lords. The Lords of the Underground. And then, Mr. Funky didn't show up. He got in a car accident or something. He couldn't be there. So the other guy came and performed and got them, what I'm saying? He was like, man, Mr. Funky got in a car accident. And everybody wanted to see Chief Rocker, but he wasn't there. And then they started booing and it was just sad, but he still performed. He didn't give a damn. He got his money. He chilled on the side. They went and got their pictures. Everybody gave him their CD. Kanye kissed his ass. It was a whole come over there kissing this dude's ass, like, yo, I'm Kanye, man. Yeah, he was there. Adidas had the three stripe posse. I wore nothing but Adidas every day for 4 years straight. I had all brand new Adidas every day. And then it was a posse here, a clique called the three stripe posse. And they was like, hey, that dude is doing that's our thing. And that was their little rap crew. And then they was like, yo, man, Three Strike Posse wants you to join them. I'm like, I ain't joining no goddamn body. I don't gotta join no posse. What the hell I'm doing that? No, Chief Rocker was not the ass kisser. Kanye West was kissing what's his name? Ass. He was kissing dude's ass. The other dude, I can't even remember his name. The other guy in the group. They said if he sold his stake 7 months ago, he would have gotten around 200 million. So why months later would he be having money trouble? Do you know all Kanye troubles? Like Kanye got houses, he got all kind of expenses. That's not like how we got expenses. Yeah, he bipolar for sure. One of our main guys that knew him protected his equipment. They was finna steal all Kanye music equipment at a show. And one of the dudes was like, nah, man, don't do that to dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just a young dude. He brought all his equipment out to the show, and he was gonna jack him for his whole equipment, just take all of it. I mean, he was by himself, really. What could he done? Yeah, do it all. That was his name, Trucking T. Do it all. So it was Do It All and Mr. Funky. And that's what he had to do it all that day because he was the only one that showed up. So they had a whole lot of people show up there. So Twister came up there with Do or Die, and Do or Die and Twister, that's how they kind of like united. Because Do or Die, they was repping something entirely different from Kanye West and the rest of those dudes. Kanye West was hanging around the Gangster Disciples. So that's basically what he was. And he had his little crew he put together. He called the Go Getters. Go Getters against the disciples, and that little crew. So, well, a genius would have these problems. A lot, it depends on what you're a genius of. Most geniuses are put in a position where their skill sets is accustomed to what they do in real life. Like their talent. They might be a genius, and when it comes to cooking food, but they don't know the business of running a restaurant. They can't handle the business part of it. They can only handle making the food. Kanye is a genius when it comes up to these ideas, when it comes for music and videos and fashion. He's not good when it comes to contract negotiations and terms and this is why he's trying to say Oh, I get it now. They're using 50 years of business acumen against me with these contracts because you don't know what you're doing and you don't trust that somebody else know what they're doing. Kanye probably went in there and did everything himself. Man, when my lawyer died, that was a setback for me because I had a great lawyer, man. And when he died, that just really messed a lot of stuff up for me. Uh, because now I got to come trust complete strangers. I'm like, damn, I got to trust these dudes. And nobody really, the guy Mike only dealt with certain people. So now I'm like, I got to deal with people I don't know. Like me and Mike had a rapport. I could run Mike anything by Mike. Mike could check it out and be like, they ain't for real. Nah, this is cool. And he wouldn't even charge me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had that kind of lawyer that he'll come and screw your whole day up. No, Kanye had a great deal, but in those deals, there's fine print. Just like I tried to teach people about the deal that Swiss and Timberland did with Triller, how they jumped out the bag and took the big money deal. And when you took the big money, you got to read the fine prints. You don't get all that money up front. Now that money ain't guaranteed. You got to hit benchmarks in order for them to keep giving you checks. They got to keep writing checks to you. And when those checks don't come, right, and then you're right back in this predicament. I don't know. It's oh, Kanye is always gonna be in that victim mode. You know what I'm saying? That's just him. He can't help himself.
Let me explain really clear to you guys what's happening with Adidas. Is not only are they putting out fake colorways that are non-approved, they're suing me for $250 million, and they're also not paying me for these shoes that they're putting out that have my name on it. And they're using contract clauses and 50 years of business experience to rape an artist, one of y'all favorite artists, right in front of y'all in broad daylight.
Now, I know he's wearing nothing but trash bags that he made for the Gap. So he's wearing those clothes that he designed for the Gap that it became such a craze in Hollywood that rich people were buying it. He was the designer for rich people. If Kanye West made it hot, they were gonna wear it. People didn't dress up no more. They start looking like hobos and start wearing baggy sheep like clothes and just looking more like they just lounging around the house. That was the Yeezy brand, the lazy look. Some lazy faded doggone colors, and that was the look. That was Yeezy's look. And he got over with it. Most people tried to come up with that and it don't work. He had something that the hood wanted to buy and the rich folks wanted to buy. I've never owned a pair of Yeezys. I think they're the ugliest effing shoes I've ever seen in my life. But people say, oh man, they so comfortable. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much to be comfortable. I just like they look terrible. I just can't wear no moon shoes. I'm just like, that ain't for me. But for other people, no, so many people do things that just don't make sense. And when they don't make any sense, it's just you feel for those people in the game. Yeah, you do. You feel for them. You feel for people like Kanye a little bit because there's so much talent. There's so much there. Yeah, it's a lot there. It's a lot to unpack. So when you see, no, I'm not even looking into it like that. I'm looking into it from a whole different mentality. It's modern day slavery. No, you got to understand business contracts. And if I have seen these from a whole different level. You know, when you start looking at differences and approaches, differences in pay, differences in what we would say layouts. Um, yeah, you got to understand that fine print. They're not going to be okay. What company's going to be okay with having somebody that works for them trash the company, trash what we're doing? And we made an agreement that we're going to sell the remaining items in those contract practices. If you violate those terms or those conditions, they don't have to pay you. They could sue you for damages and say, hey, you damaged our brand by you going out tarnishing our name. You're completely damaging our brand and our agreement. So now Kanye West will be forced to have to deal. Now he ain't gonna like that, but that's gonna be tough. And now you're in war with the new GM because he said he came up with a better Yeezy shoe, and Kanye West is ticked off with him. So this is what it's really about. They found another black man that Kanye West could be mad at and yell at. So they made him the new general manager of Adidas, and he's got these new shoes, and Kanye West don't like them. So you got to understand, he's right back talking about he's right back talking about Adidas.
Because Dana White doesn't pay him enough. Why in the hell is Chuck Liddell still fighting?
Adidas got fake Yeezys for $250 plus tax. That's right. And they got a new black general manager who is right there is going to make sure it all goes down. So Kanye West is mad at him. He's mad that y'all didn't put this other black guy in there. And they put him in there just so Kanye West could direct all his attention, all of his anger at this black man. You see? That's what Adidas do. I'm serious. This is what they do. No, I never saw it like that. I look at it a little different than a lot of people might imagine or think about or even dream about. It's like, come on. Kanye West is exactly who we thought he was. These scenarios always follow him. These scenarios are always the same, and he puts himself in this predicament countless times over and over again. You have to read the fine print. You have to have the right people around you. You have to have the right business team to get these things done. Talent only gets you so far. We've seen so many talented people on the sidelines because they don't know how to deal with anyone in those rooms. No, I just don't understand what's happening a lot with some of the decision making that goes along with Kanye West. That's all. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now we got music. Yo, Yo, I'm Kanye. Adidas want to hold back all of my pay. Sue me for 250 million. How y'all letting them take money from my children? Well, welcome to us Patreon. Remember, I'll probably see you on there. Now, somebody, I'm reading the comments. They are cracking up laughing. Now, that's why you don't really take all these deals and contracts. Everybody keeps seeing what's best for them. You read, if stuff start going wrong, what's gonna happen? I have them take things out of contracts. You gotta understand, when you've been in the boxing world, you've seen bad contracts. You've been in the sports world, you've seen bad contracts. You've seen verbiage in contracts that don't make any sense. A lot of people think, oh, well, this is California. I get all these. You're not, nobody that fights in California, the contract, you can sign everything in California. You've never been to New York. If the contract says we're under New York law, and it's it right there, it's under New York law. You are under the law of the city and state of New York. New York law. So a lot of the California people, fighters who was there saying, you can't hold me under contract for this long. That's California law. Well, you're not signed under California law. You signed the contracts in California. You fight in California. My business office is in California. But the contract says New York law. So it's filed in New York under New York law. And New York law ain't California law at all. Y'all better look into those contracts and see where they're being filed. That's what matters. So you have to understand that that is just the way it is. Oh, I got me a little me and you can ride my space boat. What y'all done got me here with this damn auto-tuney beats? Oh my god. They gave me some little yachty stuff. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, it's just really bad. Oh, no, they do not, sir. Vegas sports gaming, no, they do not. California has no jurisdiction. With your contract, no, they have none. It's under It's under New York law. Every contract that's signed under Golden Boy Promotions is under New York law. Every contract that Al Heyman has signed you under is under New York law. Everyone knows New York law is the best thing going. to get a business lawyer from New York. My lawyer's from New York. Well, he was, rest in peace, but he was from New York, and he was a basically a boxing lawyer. So I he handled all kind of cases, but nobody knows New York law better. He was on it. So any other law, if it's something that was alien to him, or if it was mostly in California, he knew some of the majority of it, but mostly New York law was trumping California laws anyway, especially in that sport, because mostly everybody's fighting under the Queensberry rules. So yeah, the Marcus of Queensberry rules. So no matter where you fight at, it's where the contract says. If they say we're under this law, that's where it's being filed. That's where it's going to be. You're under that law, all the laws of New York. So you're not going to get out of your contract just saying, you can't keep me under contract this long. My contract is up. No, 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 no. You're going to have to serve that contract out, buddy. New York law. And don't think you can hold out and do your days and say, okay, well, I'm out of my contract now because I don't have to take no other fight. I'm gonna just sit out. They was like, oh no, you thought when you was hurt that those days count. No, though that freezes your contract. A lot of fighters believe that, like, oh, I was hurt this time and I'm gonna sit out. I had to be out 2 months because I was injured. When you're out 2 months, that don't affect your contract. That don't go with your deal. It's paused until the doctor clears you and say you're active to be back training and everything else. Then your days start again on the contract. So those times you was hurt, you basically paused. Your contract is paused. Fighters don't know that. Yeah, well, they can figure it out and get it together. Why would they breach contract when he is the one that went on a rant? And they said, nope, we don't want to do business with you. That's it. It's done. So it wouldn't be them that's breaking it. Of course, you have a grace period to rescind the contract. It all depends. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I've been in the field. I worked with Don King. Been in the field, man. I used to represent some fighters on the low level side. Did not want to be a boxing manager at all. I helped out a little bit and seen a lot. Seen a lot of boxing contracts, and most of them are not as articulate as you might think. The contracts would be very complicated. Contracts about one sheet, two sheets. That's it. It's not like really like sign here. Like you've seen more paperwork for an auto loan than you did for a boxing contract. Now, for what went on with Tidal, the streaming service, and what they were going in. See, now you're getting into Silicon Valley. That's a lot of my area of expertise too, with those type of deals and contracts. When people make those type of offers, I'm not alien to seeing those kind of deals. So a lot of rappers and entertainers are. They don't really understand streaming. They don't understand a lot of the offers that are coming their way. So when Timberland and Swiss Beats saw that money that they were being offered by Triller, they just took the money and took the deal, signed the contract, and said, "All right." But they don't realize that they were going to be the one really having to promote it, do everything. Triller's going to do a little bit, but they're going to give you the platform and everything else. But they kind of hoping you suck, and they're going to do things behind the back to probably sabotage you to make you suck. And you're probably saying, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Same thing that happened with Michael Jackson in his Invincible album. They needed the album not to perform well so that they can get a piece of that Beatles ownership. That was what Michael used for collateral to get what he wanted for the album. And he shouldn't have done that. And when he did that, they had no care about that album doing anything. They were not going to promote it. And they did not want it to succeed whatsoever. So Triller pretty much didn't advertise, didn't promote, didn't really do too much for the versus battles. The people didn't even know it was going on until it was going on. It was like, "Yo, y'all watching the versus battle?" They were like, "Whoa, that's tonight." And it was like, man, there was nothing on it, man. I don't see nothing. Is it on internet? Is it on YouTube? People didn't even know it was on like a pay-per-view. You had to pay to see the verses now. And they were like, "Oh man, I'll wait till it come on YouTube." And they were like, "Oh, it ain't coming on YouTube. It's only gonna be on this Triller site. You gotta see it." So they did a poor job in the lead up to it. They did a poor job in the promotions. And after like two of those shows, they pulled it, because they thought they were going to get the money guaranteed. They like, "Hey, man, we ain't get paid yet." And that's what Swiss Beats like, "Hey, wait a minute. The payments didn't come." And they was like, "Oh, you didn't reach your contract. If you don't reach a benchmark, they don't have to release the next part of your money yet until you guys hit a certain bench point. If you don't hit a benchmark, you don't get paid anything damn near at that point." So you're not getting any of your money because they're not going to release it. You got to hit those benchmarks in order to hit those bonuses to get those extra parts of your money. So it's an incentive contract. And a lot of contracts are structured that way because they went for the big money. You have unreachable benchmarks. Now, they should have taken less money up front and had more achievable benchmarks in place. Then that would have stayed afloat. Then they would have been like, "Okay, well, all right, we couldn't get them with that. These are achievable benchmarks. You can hit those." But they didn't really look at that. They looked at the numbers. And I'm quite sure they got managers and lawyers. They should have been better prepared for that. Yeah, they should have they should have done a lot better prepping for that. But let me get to my games. I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later and see what's going on with YouTube and why they block people from seeing this stream. All right, one.